Burton. I'm only going to be speaking for 8 minutes, so pay close attention because I don't want you guys to miss anything. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard of our company before, Cutco. Cutco's been around since the 1940s, so we've been around for a little while. 6 years ago, we launched our specialty division, Cutco Closing Gifts. That's the division that I'm in. We're the largest closing gift company in North America. We do this for thousands of realtors and loan officers all across the country and up in Canada as well too. I currently do gifts for 955 realtors and loan officers. That's a lot. I do keep a running tally, but I am extremely blessed, privileged to oversee the operations for our gift program throughout the Inland Empire. And although I'm pretty certain you are not here just to see me this morning, what I'm going to share with you is of value, so listen fast because I speak quick. So what we do, obviously, is really help realtors and loan officers brand themselves and brand their businesses with their closing gifts. I'm sure most of you in here, at the end of a transaction, give your client something, or you intend on it. Gift card, gift basket, dinner out, bottle of wine, champagne, a puppy, something. And by all means, I'm not here to say that people don't like what you give them already, because the bottom line with a gift is that people like all gifts, right? Who's not going to like a gift? Gifts are free. Main challenge we have found with a closing gift is that 90% of gifts are consumed almost immediately. Most gifts are eaten or spent right away. The other 10% usually are not very useful or practical. The gift's not serving a purpose. It's sitting on a shelf somewhere collecting dust. So what we've done at Cutco is we've found an extremely innovative way for you to help you turn your closing gift into a long-term branding and marketing tool. Show of hands really quick. Who here has ever heard of the Cutco product line before? Half of you, maybe 2/3. Good. If you've never heard of Cutco, today's your lucky day. Best analogy I can give you, we are kind of like the Snap-on tools, the Rolls-Royce, the Bentley, the Lamborghini of kitchen products. Super high quality, guaranteed forever, based out in New York. Like I mentioned, Cutco's been around since the 40s. But yeah, everything we make is guaranteed forever. So what we do exactly, I work in a separate specialty division of our company that is geared specifically for realtors and loan officers. There's only about 120 of us throughout the country who are allowed to do this. So what we do is we take the Cutco product line itself, which basically consists of kitchen knives, accessories, hunting, fishing, barbecue, baking items, garden tools, you name it. We make over 100 products. And what we do is we take the actual product and we engrave it with your logo, your name, and your cell phone number. Right on the product itself, nice, pretty, shiny, and beautiful, exactly like this. Now, yes, I realize most of you cannot see this from where you're at. I've been doing this for over 12 years, and I have found that if you give people shiny objects when you're speaking, they don't listen to anything that you say. So I promise I will pass them around here in a sec. But yeah, takes your gift, turns it into a branding tool. We were out at a Brian Buffini event. For those of you who care, it was the 100 Days of Greatness seminar. One thing we learned from Buffini's seminar was that he stated in his seminar that 80% of the population would use their realtor again if they could remember their name. 80%. All that number really meant to me was that most people cannot remember their agent's name when asked off the top of their head, because the average person moves, whatever it is, every 5 to 7 years. Because these are products that are used by default almost on a daily basis, so your client sees your name every single day, it just really creates the top-of-mind awareness that you want for yourself and for your business when you give a closing gift anyway. Another thing we learned from NAR, and some of you probably know this already, but where does NAR state statistically the most used place in the home is when you have company over?
Kitchen.
It's the kitchen. Thank you for saying the kitchen and not the wet bar, but yes, it is the kitchen. I had a guy 5 months ago say the bedroom, but to each their own. We're not here to judge. But yeah, it's the kitchen's the #1 place that's used in the home, especially when you have company over, because people don't necessarily sit around at their 4th of July barbecue, their Christmas dinner, their daughter's 3rd birthday party, and talk about their realtors or their loan officers. Now, you may think that they do, but I hate to burst your bubble. When you're not there, it's not a natural topic or progression of conversation. So the whole goal and concept behind our gift program is to put a little mini billboard in their kitchen that not only the client's going to see and use for the rest of their life, but something that their friends and family are going to see. Because that's really what you're after. So it naturally sparks conversation about you and your services as you go about your career. That is why we came out with our red product line about 3 years ago. It's eye-catching. When it's out, it's, hey, what's that? Where'd you get it? Ah, my realtor gave it to me. The conversation takes place. I have 3 more quick benefits, and then I'm done. Next benefit is the tax write-off. Does anybody know the legal amount that the IRS allows realtors to write off as a gift? Anybody? $25 in the front. Thank you. But yeah, meaning if you go out to Home Depot, buy your client a $150 gift card, legally you can only write off $25 of the $150. Now, because our products are engraved with your contact information, it's now advertising. Meaning, it's very simple when you do your taxes. You don't write it off as a gift. You write it off as advertising. Perfectly legal. Will hold up in an audit all day long. That way you don't have to get creative at the end of the year in your taxes like some people do. Next benefit is just really how easy it is. Most realtors and loan officers who use our gifts usually order a small supply you keep on hand. And when you have a closing, it is a beautiful thing. You grab it, you give it, you are done. Exhale. The end. There's no driving all over town, looking for gifts, worrying about what to get every specific individual client. Now, I understand I've been doing this for a long time. It may not be the perfect fit for every client, I get that, but just about every client I have ever worked with does eat. So it usually works out for them at the end of the day. And finally, I did save the best for last. If you're going to listen to anything I'm going to say, listen to this. As realtors, you can always use more leads, right? That's a cheap yes question. 1 out of 20 people can use more leads. But yeah, no brainer. Leads, referrals, name of this game. Our service program that comes along with the gifts is second to none. And the way that it works is if you keep track of who you've given your gifts to, once your client has done their gift for a year, emails that list, client name, date of closing, or when the gift was given. What I do then is I send out a salaried service rep. The service reps work for me. They do not work for Cutco, meaning they don't sell, they don't market anything to your clients. They're simply service reps. What they'll do for you, though, is they'll go out once a year on behalf of you, sharpen the gift that you gave to your client for free, along with any other knives that your client may own, Cutco or not. We do it as a free service. It gets better. When our service rep is out doing the sharpening service, they bring a little satisfaction survey with them from you. On the bottom of the survey is a spot for more referrals for you. On the back side of the survey is their Cutco wish list. So in the future, when that client does another deal with you, or if you make money off one of the referrals that they gave to you, you already have a wish list of products that they already like. And if you're feeling Christmassy, you can buy them something right off their wish list to thank them for the leads. Best part, we average 3.4 referrals per sharpening service, and then when we're done with the surveys, we just turn them back into you. And we don't just go the first year on your behalf, we go every single year for free for you on your behalf. So it's really designed to be a solid touch for any realtor or loan officer who uses our gift program, and it's really designed to generate leads out of your warm database. The whole concept behind the sharpening service program is that, yes, we do have to pay, and by we I mean me, but yeah, we do have to pay somebody to go out and sharpen for you, but if we're generating leads with your gift, you're closing deals off those leads, who are you going to keep buying your gifts from? Me, us. It's a win-win is how we look at it. So in review, what other gift can you think of your client will use almost daily? Every time they use it, they think of you and see your name. It's legally tax deductible. The gift generates referrals. The answer is no other gift. That was my infomercial wrap-up, by the way. And that's why I love my job. That's why I've been doing this for over a decade, which, yes, is probably way too long. But anybody who's been in sales for any length of time, you got to keep it live and have fun. So I try. I'm going to explain pricing real quick, then I'll pass these around. The gifts coming around range from about $50 all the way up to about $200. That's what most realtors and loan officers spend anyway. If you're a basket person, we got you covered. You can do like an individual item of Cutco, put it in a basket. That way, when all this stuff is consumed and used up in the basket, there's something left over, and we'll actually go out and do the sharpening service for the single item as well. Lastly, in the event where you need a larger gift, you sell a $1.2 million property, you want to do something that's over the $200 price range. Usually what we do in that case, we do a large Cutco woodblock set, has your information engraved on the pieces in the set itself, and on the front of the woodblock, we put a brass plate, it says made especially for your client's name, year that they moved in, so it's right on their counter. They use it every single day, never goes away. Those are for the larger deals, though. I would say 98% of our volume, agents are spending between about $50 to $200 per gift. So I'm going to quit talking. Steve has more exciting things to say than I do and pass these around. The way that this works, and I've experimented with dozens of ways of doing follow-up, is that if you have absolutely any interest in this whatsoever, think that you may in the future, or if you just want more info, all I need you to do, pull out a business card, tuck it in the lid of one of the gifts as they make their way around the room. Does everybody have cards on them? Does anybody not? If you don't have a card and you have interest, that's fine. Just write your name and number on a little scrap sheet of paper and throw that in the lid. Or you can pull out a $20 bill and throw that in there too, that's fine.
What if you want to order things today? Do you have an order form?
Yeah, if your card is in there, I have another meeting to go speak at, but if your card is in, if it's time sensitive, if you have a closing between, say, now and the end of the year, put an asterisk on the card or a smiley face, or say, hey, Andy, call me right away, or something like that. Just make a note on there. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to quit talking. It does not matter which gift your card is in. As long as we have one, I'll get it. We'll follow up with you. We'll get you all the info you need. I'm going to start a couple here and a couple there. And if they can just make their way to the back, that'd be great. The end.